Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 98 of the Super Sam Sports Encore podcast. We are going to be doing a watch party for the Houston Cougars college basketball game against Towson. So, as always, I'm super excited to get into it. As always, just real quick, right now, pulling up the game. Or hold on, let me real quick see what it is on. Houston. ESPN Plus. Okay. Alright, so let's get ESPN up in here. Watch. Houston. Alright, here we go. Alright. But yeah, as always, this is going to be a watch party for the Houston Cougars versus Towson. As always, I'm very excited for it. Houston Towson Tigers. Okay. Houston Cougars versus Towson Tigers. Cougars, Tigers. There we go. All right. Towson wins the tip, and we are underway in Houston. Towson passing back and forth, trying to look for an open shot for two is off the mark, but recovered. Offensive rebound for the Tigers. It's the Cougars against the who will win? Who will win between a battle of a Cougar and a Tiger? And a travel on Towson. Turnover, Cougar basketball. Alley-oop, first possession for Houston, and they get the lead 2-pointer, 2-0 Houston. Nice dunk there by Towson. Great job there. Not very good job by the defense for Houston. Tied 2-2. Three-pointer deep shot by Emmanuel Sharp. It's off the mark, and that'll be out of bounds. And guess the saying will stay Houston basketball. Yeah, somehow Towson touched it, I guess. I don't know. Houston basketball still. 2-point for Towson is off the mark, but whistle. Foul called on Houston, I guess. Yeah, foul called on Houston. So free throws for Towson. And misses the first one. And that's a missed three by Houston. Towson leads 3-2, by the way. 2-pointer, Towson leads 5-2. Houston for three is drained. We're tied at 5. Emmanuel Sharp ties this game up 5-5 with a 3-pointer. And it's off the shin of Tucker for Houston, so it'll be Towson basketball. It went out of bounds. All right, Towson has the ball. They got to shoot, and it's off the mark. Oh, Towson offensive rebound. For three off the mark, Houston with the defensive rebound. A 2-pointer for Towson off the mark, but offensive rebound. Some type of foul or something on Towson, so turnover. Houston ball. Shot for three, drains it. 8-5, Houston. And that'll be a timeout taken. Hold on, guys, almost done. All right, I'll be right back, guys. 14-10 to go in the first. It's 13-5. Sorry that took so long. 13-5. Houston over Towson. Let's see. So this one, Sam Ryder, and this one, John Farnham. Whoops. Whoops. Dang it. All right. 16-5, Houston over Towson. 12 minutes to go here in the first half. What's funny is Towson started off the game at 5-2. I'm not gonna lie, I actually, in a way, thought Towson was gonna get like some type of lead and kind of stick there and like kind of be able to hold down Houston. But I mean, I kind of don't really know what I was thinking just because Houston's a freaking powerhouse. 11:53 go in the first half, 16-5, Cougars over Tigers. Big 12 basketball. All right. Let's Houston has the basketball. Houston has the basketball. Playing the passing game right now. Looking, trying to find an open spot to shoot. For three, off the mark. Houston offensive rebound. For two. Foul on Houston. Foul on Houston as they went for the rebound. Towson has the ball. For two, off the mark. Offensive foul on the Tigers. So we'll go back to Houston basketball. $11 to go here in the first half. Three-pointer for Houston. 19-5. Nine thirty to go in the first half. 2-point for Towson, off the mark foul on Houston. I think that was. So I think that'll be Tiger free throws for the Tigers. I think. Not 100% sure. Oh yeah, free throws for Towson. Misses the first. Still 19-7. Makes that one. It's now 19-8. 19-8 Houston. Houston looking for a shot for two. Is good. 21-8. $8:48 to go in the first half. $21-10 Houston over Towson. Eight minutes left here in the first half. 23-10. 2-ranked Houston over Towson. Towson for three is good. 23-13. 10-point game. Out of bounds. 23-13, Houston. Two-ranked Houston over Towson. 6:30 to go in the first half. Outbound State Houston ball. (28-20). Two-ranked Houston over Towson. 3:40 to go in the first half. Alright, sorry guys, I've been on my phone. I know. I was making a short for my reaction channel. Alright, let's take a look. Take a look at some NFL scores. So, of course, this past Thursday night, 10-7 Broncos beat the Raiders, of course. You have Sunday, of course. Um, Jaguars versus Texans, Falcons and Colts, Giants and Bears, Bills and Dolphins, Ravens and Vikings, Browns and Jets, Patriots and Buccaneers, Saints versus Panthers, Cardinals versus Seahawks, Rams versus 49ers, Lions versus Commanders, Steelers versus Chargers now on Monday night, of course, Eagles versus Packers. NBA scores. Coming up at 6 p.m. is Mavericks versus Wizards. 6:30 is Raptors versus 76ers. 7 p.m.'s Lakers versus Hawks. Bulls versus Cavaliers. Trailblazers versus Heat. Pelicans versus Spurs. Coming up at 8 p.m. is the Pacers versus Nuggets. And 9:30 p.m. is Suns versus Clippers. NHL scores. Right now, currently with 16 minutes to go in the first, it's 0-0 between the Stars and Predators on ESPN Plus. On ESPN Plus at 6 p.m., the Bruins take on the Maple Leafs. Mammoth play the Canadiens. The Capitals play the Lightning. The Islanders play the Rangers. And the Sabres play the Hurricanes. And the Kraken play the Blues. At 9 p.m. on ESPN Plus, the Avalanche take on the Oilers. The Blue Jackets take on the Canucks. The Ducks take on the Golden Knights, and the Panthers take on the Sharks. The ones that have finished already are the Devils versus Penguins, which Devils won 2-1, and the Senators and Flyers, which went into overtime. Actually, the Senators won 3-2 over the Flyers. So. Mm-hmm. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first half. 30-22 to ranked Houston over Towson. Sorry, guys, if you were just hearing me breathing into the mic. My bad. 2:28 left in the first half. Morsek is at the free throw line for Towson, which he just missed that one. It's still 30-22. Towson with the ball for two is good. What a shot. 30-24. Towson's actually making Houston battle actually, in this first at the last couple minutes here in this first half. 2 minutes to go. Tugler for 2, off the mark. Houston, outbounds. Last touch by Towson's. Sorry, last touch by Houston. So it'll be Towson basketball. Turnover by Houston. Towson's 9 for 3 in field goals. Houston is 12 for 28 in field goals. Houston is 16 rebounds. Towson is 16 rebounds. Towson has 7 turnovers. Houston has 7 turnovers in this game. Houston has 12 points off turnovers. Towson only has 6. So, if you think about it, in a way, this is actually a pretty close match. This is actually a pretty intense matchup by the numbers. 1:39 to go in the first half. 30-24, 2 ranked Houston Cougars over Towson Tigers. Both teams come into this game 1-0. Both teams come into this game 1-0. The Houston Cougars. Whoops. And just what the announcer said, Towson's doing great on the glass. Amazing job. Houston's first game, they beat Lehigh 75-57. And 2-pointer for Towson is now 30-26. Houston only leads by 4. In the first game of the season for Towson, they won 67-56 over Loyola, Maryland. So Houston's next game after this one against Towson is going to be against Oakland at home in Houston at 7 p.m. Central Time on ESPN Plus on the 12th. The next game for Towson after today is going to be against Wilson, whoever they are, at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on the 11th. So, all right, free throws here for Houston with 50 seconds on the game clock here in the first half. Up by 4, 30-26. Makes that free throws now 31-26. Now up by 5. Loose ball picked up by Tugler of Houston. 32-26. Houston over Towson. Under 30 seconds to play here in the first half. And shot clock is at 15. So Houston is going to have to shoot here at some point. Shot clock is at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3 off the mark. And foul underneath against Tejada of Towson. So that'll be free throws at the line again for Houston. That'll be another pair of free throws for the Cougars. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of surprised of how big of a fight Towson is putting up against Houston. Not trying to say Towson's not a great team. I'm just trying to say that I am going to be 100% honest. I kind of thought Houston would be blowing Towson, would be just blowing out Towson by now. But 10 seconds left in the first half. They made that first free throw out of 2. It's now 33-26. Misses it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and they throw it off the Houston player, which they throw it off the leg of one of the Houston players. So 1.9 to go in the first half, 33-26. So Towson will rebound it with 1.9 to go in the half. And they're going to try and end off this first half on a high note. We'll see what they can do. All right, Towson. For three. Off the mark. I seriously thought that was going to make it. 33-26. Two ranked Houston Cougars over Towson Tigers at halftime. 33-26. See right there, Kelvin Sampson doesn't seem, or at least doesn't sound too pleased with his team's first half performance there. Halftime, 33-26 over Towson. All right. I'll be right back, guys. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. My bad. All right. All right. All right. Let's get straight on into some college men's basketball scores. So, 18 ranked Tennessee at halftime is leading Northern Kentucky 52-31 on the SEC Network Plus. 15 ranked Alabama beat 5 ranked St. Johnson. Yeah, this is men's basketball. 15 ranked Alabama beat 5 ranked St. John's 103-96. Close game. Providence versus Virginia Tech in the Basketball Hall of Fame tip off at 1 p.m. at excuse me, at 3 p.m. Central Time on Peacock. 6th ranked Duke takes on sorry. Um 6th ranked Duke beat Western Carolina 95-54. Texas beat Lafayette 46-28 at halftime. Texas is beating Lafayette 46-28 at halftime on the SEC Network Plus. All right. Let me see. Excuse me. All right. Let me see. Okay. But yeah, so as far as my schedule, again, after this watch party, I will be doing some reactions, and then I will be done for the day. And then tomorrow is my day off from reactions because it's Sunday, but tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, I will be back doing a watch party for this channel, the Super Sam Sports Encore podcast channel. Because tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, the Baylor Bears take on the who they play? Tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Central Time on ESPN. The Baylor Bears take on the Washington Huskies tomorrow. So as always, I'm excited for it. Tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Central Time on ESPN. The game's obviously in Waco, Texas, at the Foster Pavilion. Right now, the matchup predictor says 75.9 79.5% Baylor, and only 20.5% Washington. Um, as far as the percentage of for winning, Washington's last five. Washington's last 5 games, including Baylor's last 5 games, which this will go into, of course, the end of last season, which was earlier this year of 2025. So back on March 1st, Washington lost to Indiana 78-62. Lost to USC on March 5th, 92-61. On March 9th, lost to Oregon, my bad, 83-73, 80-73 in overtime. And now, so far this season, back on the 3rd, what's today, the 8th, so 5 days ago, they beat, who is this? They beat Arkansas Pine Bluff. They beat the Arkansas Pine Bluff Golden Lions by a score of 94-50. And then just 2 days ago, they had a game against the Denver Pioneers, and they won that 84-70. And the Baylor last 5 games, so back on March 12th, they beat Kansas State 70-56. They on the 13th of March, they lost 76-74 to Texas Tech. On March 21st, they beat Mississippi State 75-72 in the first round of the of March Madness. But then on the 23rd, 2 days after, they lost to Duke, got eliminated in the second round again by Duke 89-66. And so far, they've had just one game for this season. That was back 5 days ago on the 3rd against UT Rio Grande, and they won 96-81. So, first half statistics: Houston with a 41% field goal percentage, 37% field goal percentage for Towson, 20% 3-point field goal percentage for Towson, 33% for Houston, 19 rebounds for Towson, 17 for Houston. Again, the numbers under 1 minute to go until the second half starts. So taking the final commercial break before the start of the second half. But again, that just goes to show how close, how even this game is being played right now between Houston and Towson. Just because, again, I kind of expected in a way Houston was going to just steamroll through Towson, or was kind of going to be like blowing out Towson, like, I don't know, probably like 10 or 15 minutes, probably like 10 or 15 minutes into the first half. But surprisingly, Towson's actually surprising me. They're actually keeping this game close and actually making Houston fight for it. I would say run for the money, but they're losing. So Towson is definitely for sure making Houston fight for it, for sure. Playing a great game for sure. For some reason, the game was muted. Uh, 19 minutes. All right, second half has started. Towson with the basketball, passing, trying to find a shot. Open shot. Bad passing there. Good defense by Houston. Turnover. Houston steal. Houston for three. Off the mark. Out of bounds. Off of Houston. So that'll be a turnover. It'll be Towson Tigers basketball. Back with Towson Tigers basketball. Towson for two. Off the mark. Towson turnover. Houston ball. Houston for bad job by Houston. Towson and another steal. And a dunk by Houston. It's 35-26. Towson, fake three. Now three off the mark. Houston with the defensive rebound. 18 minutes to go. Just over 18 minutes to go in the game. No, because StreamYard doesn't have the Super Sam's Sports Encore. Yeah. So for now, I just use YouTube for it. Houston player down. Oh, he's good. Uzan. All right, so it'll be Towson basketball. 18 minutes to play here in the game. 35-26. Two ranked Cougars over Tigers. Both teams again coming to this game at 1 win and 1-0. 1 win, 0 losses. 3-pointer for Towson off the mark. Gotta make those, especially when you're wide open like that. All right, 3-pointer that was off the mark. Houston had the defensive rebound, so it's Houston ball. Trying to look for open shots. Houston looking 3-pointer for Uzan off the mark. Towson picks up the defensive rebound. 2-pointer for Towson. Great shot. 35-28. 35-28. Houston over Towson. Towson trying to slowly make a comeback here. Houston for two. It's now 37-28, up by 9. 7-point lead to a 9-point lead. Kingston Flemings, 11 points and 4 for 5 with field goals so far. 16:51 to go in the game. Foul on Houston, so Towson will head to the free throw line for 2. Williamson at the free throw line for the Tigers. He'll get 2 free throws. First one is made, 37-29. And that is a 2 that is in and out of the basket. 37-30, by the way, Houston over Towson. Towson did go 2 for 2 at the free throw line just there. All right, Towson has the basketball. Towson has the ball. Looking for a shot. Looking. Two-pointer is drained. 37-32. Towson is Towson, I swear, is looking very good in this game. Tyler Tejada was the one that made that 2-pointer. Foul called there. And that will be 2 free throws at the line for Houston. At the free throw line for the Cougars is number 21, Emmanuel Sharp. And the first one is made, 38-32. 38-32. Again, so far, actually pretty low-scoring game so far between both teams, which is a sign of very good defense right now for both teams in this game. Misses that one, so Emmanuel Sharp goes 1 for 2 at the line there. It's 38-32 Houston over Towson, under 16 minutes left in the game. Tejada with the ball for Towson, passes it, and bad job right there by Towson. Great defense for Houston. Houston with the steal for 3. Sharp off the mark. And that will be a jump ball, and the possession arrow points towards Towson. Timeout will be taken here. 15:32 ago in the game. 2-ranked Houston leads Towson 38-32. It just came back from commercial break. It's 15:32 left to go in the game. Two-ranked Houston leads Towson 38-32. Forty to 35, Houston over Towson. Off the leg of Towson, it's Houston basketball. 14 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the game. Towson for two off the mark. But a foul on Houston. So it'll be free throws at the line. Pair of free throws at the line for Towson. And they're on commercial break. Bella, Claire, guys. Bella. Claire. Oh my gosh. Hey. Hey. No. Let me. Dun 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 dun. So where is it? So let me see, where was it? Soldier of Heaven? No, it wasn't that. Oh, well, it was. Um, is it on the, is it Encore channel? Maybe? There it is. Alright. 12:40 go in the game, 47-35 to ranked Houston over Towson. Houston, Manuel Sharp for three, off the mark. Off of Houston, Towson ball. Towson ball. Two-pointer. 47-37. 10-point game. Houston with the ball. Passing around. Uzan for three is off the mark. The two-pointer is good. 49-37. Finally, Lord. They keep going for these three-point shots, but they keep on missing them. Specifically, Houston. I haven't really seen Towson make or at least attempt very many three-point shots, at least that I've seen. Two-pointer for Towson. We're back to a 10-point game, 49-39. $49-39, Houston over Towson. 10 minutes, 55 seconds to go in the game. My bad. My bad. My bad, my bad, my bad. Anna. What's up, Anna? What's up, Anna? Anna. What's up, Anna? Anna. Makes that 49-42 ranks Houston over Towson. 10 minutes and 30 seconds. 10 and a half minutes to go in the game. A dunk for Towson, 49-42. 10 minutes to go. That was Tyler Tejada again. Lord. And a steal by Houston. A 2-pointer is good. Oh, sorry. That was Towson. Another steal for Towson. 49-44. 2 ranked Houston leads Towson. 9:59 to go in the game. Timeout, Houston. Houston's got to figure out something because Towson has figured them out. Towson is slowly figuring out how their defense plays. Or how they play as a team. What? Hey. Left foot. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Towson could actually pull off an upset over Houston. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they could actually, with the way Houston's playing right now, Towson could actually come back and pull off this upset. Pull off the upset. If Towson, of course, continues to play how they're playing, and Houston continues to play how they're playing. So. However, I've seen it before. I've seen it multiple times where Houston can start off slow, but towards the end of the game they just go on this hot run or something. So even if Towson doesn't pull off the upset, Houston does pull off some type of hot streak here in the next few minutes or so, I would not be surprised. Just because I've seen Houston do it several times before. Towson's currently on a 7-0 run in the last minute and a half, pretty much. Houston ball. Houston's the basketball, looking for a shot. Passes it to Uzan. Passes it back. 2-pointer. Nice job there. 51-44. Towson has made their last four of their last four FGSs, which I'm going to assume is field goals. Tejada for 2 off the mark. Houston with the defensive rebound. 9 minutes left in the game. Oh, bad pass there by Houston. Towson for 2. 51-46. So what happened? Excuse me. So what happened was Emmanuel Short passed it to one of his teammates. I have no idea who it was. Passed it to one of his teammates, and they were almost going to go out of bounds. So they threw it mid court, and the Towson player was right there, and he was like, "Oh yay, free ball!" Got it. 8 minutes 56 seconds left in the game. Yeah. travel on Towson. So that'll be a turnover, and it'll be Cougars basketball again. Three-pointer, Houston drains it. Two-ranked Houston leads Towson now 54-46. Officially 8 minutes left in the game. Towson basketball. Williamson deflected pass, but Towson recovers. Three-pointer way off the mark. Shot clock expires. So I guess that'll be a shot clock violation, I guess. I have no idea. Either way, timeout has been called. 7:40 to go in the game. Houston leads 54-46 over Towson. Why? 7 minutes, 15 seconds left in the game. Three-pointer for Towson. Not good. Off the mark. Defensive rebound for Houston. Houston for 2. Off the mark. But goaltending on Towson. So 56-46. Houston over Towson. 10-point lead. 7 minutes left in the game. And makes that free throw. 57-46 to rank Houston over Towson. So I don't really know what happened. It might not have been Golden. I don't know what happened. They gave him the 2 points and the free. I don't know what happened. 3-pointer for Towson is off the mark. Houston defensive rebound. Uzan has the ball right now for the Cougars. Trying to find an open shot. Passes it to Sharp. We'll pass it back to Uzan. And that's out of bounds, but off of Towson, so it'll stay Houston basketball. Houston for 2. Off the mark. And the foul call on Houston. Towson ball. Three-pointer for Houston off the mark, but deflect. Offensive rebound for Houston. Two-pointer is also off the mark. Towson with the defensive rebound. Push call. It'll stay Towson basketball. Bad passing there. Great defense by Houston, though. Two-pointer is good. Houston with the steal. 59-46. with 5 minutes to go in the game. A timeout has been called. 8-0 run in the last 3 minutes and 8 seconds for the Houston Cougars. They lead 59 again. They lead 59-46 over the Towson Tigers with just over 3 minutes to go in the game. Oh, sorry, just over 6 minutes to go in the game. My bad. Sorry, 5 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the game. And misses. 2-pointer. Houston makes it. 61-46. Under 4 under 4:30 to go in the game. Let me see what happened. Towson ball. And deflected outbounds, but that was touched by Houston, so Towson stays at Towson ball. Towson ball, and they throw it in. And that's a travel. Excellent defense by Houston. Travel by Towson. Yeah, he traveled. Only 2 points for Towson in the last 6 minutes. It says. All right, 2 minutes and just under 3 minutes to go in the game. It's 61-46 to ranked Houston over Towson. Houston with the ball. 2-pointer for Uzan. Sorry, 3-pointer off the mark. Towson defensive rebound. Tejada has the basketball. Pass. .221 left in the game. Houston has 22 points off of turnovers, and Towson only has 12. Houston ball. For 2 is off the mark. Towson, defensive rebound. Tejada for 3 is off the mark. Houston, defensive rebound. Emmanuel Sharp is going. 2-pointers, good. 63-46. He left everyone else, including his teammates, in the dust. Emmanuel Sharp, 7 points, 2 for 7 in field goals. You can see that for this second half. Towson misses that one. Houston, defensive rebound. And now they're just going to run some of the clock. 1 minute and 5. A minute and 5. Officially 1 minute to go in this game. And there's a 2-pointer for Houston. It's now 65-46. Houston with field goals are 26 for 61. Towson's 18 for 46. Rebounds, Houston is 34. Towson has 35. That's for this game. Officially 30 seconds to go. 3-pointer for Sharp off for not. That's not Sharp. And there you go. Uzan will hold the ball to just keep dribbling the ball and run the rest of the clock out. 2-ranked Houston beats the Towson Tigers 65-48, and Houston starts off the season 2-0. Towson starts off the season 1-1. As always, guys, that was episode 98 of the Super Sam Sports Encore podcast, a watch party of the 2-ranked Houston Cougars against the Towson Tigers, where again, the 2-ranked Houston Cougars beat the Towson Tigers by a final score of 65-48. Yeah. As always, guys, we will be back again on this channel tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for a watch party between my Baylor Bears and between my Baylor Bears and the Washington Huskies in Waco, Texas, at the Foster Pavilion, of course. So as always, guys, with that being said, take care. Have a good rest of your day, guys. I will see y'all tomorrow night. Take care and peace out, guys.